We're trying to get everything started here.
Thank you for waiting.
Yes, we're going back to try to do Facebook and YouTube at the same time. I tried to set up the StreamYard. It did not work out so well. So, yeah, this is what we're going to do for tonight. We'll just use two different phones. But we just want to kind of hop on here and let everyone join first. And then we'll kind of go into what's going to happen to Carly in the future. Or is anything going to happen to Carly? So, yeah. Go ahead and recognize everybody while I log in.
Alright, we got Brenda, Roberta, Scott, Patrick, Peggy, Lisa.
And welcome if you're here on Facebook. It's been a while since we went live, so we're going to try to start. And one reason why we haven't been live is our Facebook videos are about 3 weeks behind. We're trying to get caught up. It's just taking a little bit longer than we expected. So just bear with us, and hopefully here soon you will be caught up with the live videos.
Yes, I'll finish. Dwayne, and I think are you logging into Facebook to see comments on there?
Yes, I'm going into Facebook too, and notice the phones. I don't know if you can turn it sideways.
Oh, because it doesn't have me. No, you can't.
All right, well, let's turn it this way. Okay.
A little bit better. Yeah.
We're getting it all figured out here.
All right. There's Faith and Mary. Just hello everyone that's hopping on because I know there's a bunch of people on before we even went live. So we want to recognize everyone on Facebook, YouTube, everyone.
Yeah, it's going to take a little while to get used to two platforms again. I'm trying to get the YouTube deal to go.
Hey, TC.
Welcome, TC. Thank you so much for hopping in here. I know it's late, but as y'all know, we always go on the last minute. For some reason, Facebook is not uploading on this phone.
Neil said, cool, Brandon, and the Brandon stand-in is tonight. We're getting spoiled because you're the stand-in.
Yeah.
Terry said, hi, Leighton.
Hi, Terry.
We're going to have to let Facebook update or something. It's not wanting to come up on the phone. But I can see some of the comments. Hi from West Virginia. Thank y'all so much for hopping on here.
Houston, Texas.
That's kind of got a blur on it, is it?
I don't see it. Kay said, Leighton, great job on wrestling.
Thank you, Kay. Where?
Very well.
Thank you so much.
Kay.
So one thing we'll talk about is the wrestling. He's had so many comments in which he's been going through reading the comments on the wrestling, and I know if y'all follow Steph's channel, some of the wrestling is in that last video she posted tonight.
Yeah, our live.
From Missouri.
We talked a lot about
Chicago, Illinois. Yeah.
The animals are all doing really good. I just kind of went blank.
So we will go ahead and let you know we have more babies. We have more babies. I'm not going to keep it from y'all. Y'all stay up and hang out with us, and I guess see who can guess who had the babies.
They're gonna be cheating because they already know the one from when me and Leighton went live on my channel.
We already told them one.
Oh, did y'all?
Well, not the other one. But
not the latest one, but the one right before that one.
Yeah, the one at the wrestling tournament.
I was gonna ask if there's more babies.
Yeah.
Sonya said, "Cry baby."
Yep, that is. Oh no, Crybaby was the second one to have.
Peggy got it right.
Yeah. Red Bear has had her. Hello from Indiana. Thank you so much for hopping on and following us.
He said I was mad about them punches. He should have been disqualified.
Yeah, that's just I mean, it's a shame, but you see a lot of that in the wrestling.
They'll do it until they get told not to, pretty much.
Hello from Oregon. And that's kind of the deal is I've always told Leighton from the very beginning, I don't care if you win or lose, you better walk off that mat with,
Me and my friends are
good
all
sportsman.
laughing.
Yeah, they was laughing, but good sportsmanship. I don't care if you win or lose, you're going to walk off as a winner. Because I always told him, as long as he went out there and put out every effort that he had, I will never be upset at him. And he's always done that. And we're going to post the video where he got beat too. He did get beat in the finals, and because I want to show the example what he does when he gets beat. He does exactly the same thing he does when he wins, and I think it's
3 out of 4 is pretty good.
yeah, from New Jersey. Thank you so much for
I
hopping on.
started 0-3. No, 0-4 at the first tournament. Then I kicked it back up to 6-5.
But you're gonna have to speak it. I received my gas sniffer giveaway. Thank you, Eddy family.
Yep.
Sid.
You're more than welcome. Thank you so much, and hopefully everyone will be receiving the other giveaways. Will be receiving theirs in the mail here pretty quick.
That might be the one that doesn't work. If it is, he's got plenty of charge.
All right, we'll see. So,
Hey, making it to finals is really good.
yeah, and that was one of the, this is not work. That was one of the hard deals is because, he took 2 years off, and going back in, it was really rough. It looks like it's, are you buffering? No.
No. I was
Hello
gonna say
from
something.
Texas.
We like it when he wins a little
Right.
bit, not because of the actual winning, or the way I see it is we drive an hour and a half away.
30 years in law
I don't want to
enforcement. That's
just
awesome.
get up the first 2 matches and leave at like 9:30, 9:45.
I want to stay until like 2 like I did.
Yeah, it's a lot funner when you get to stay the whole time, which we probably would have anyways. He has friends that wrestle, and we're good with watching them.
Yeah, and that was kind of the deal is it seemed like last year that was the last place we wrestled the year that we went to state as well. So
That's when I got bit.
First place is a win. Second place is only second. Keep looking ahead. You're a winner.
hello from Tennessee. Thank you so much for hopping on here. And
Working yet?
yeah, well, I'm having to read them on that because for some reason it's uploading that reel. Just to say, if the reel's almost uploaded, and then we can actually pull Facebook up.
Hopefully you can.
We have been
Get it.
really trying to post everything on Facebook to get everything updated. So, and get everything caught up. That will be a lot easier. And then when we do lives, y'all will know exactly where we're at. And if you do watch us on Facebook, just know there are some babies here. And I think a lot of people get confused because when they do see the comments. But I think hopefully in the next few weeks we'll get caught up. We're posting a video every day to get caught up.
Candy's been a member 7 months. Leighton, you're an awesome young man. Congratulations. Love y'all and God bless.
Thanks, Candy.
And then Kay asked if you would ever wrestle Houston or Jacoby.
Hey,
but
that's
no,
Aunt Shannon's
no.
on.
He won't.
We love y'all as well.
I know it's a little bit different having people that we know.
Yeah.
They're in a
they're in
little
beginners.
beginners, yeah.
And Leighton, like they're in novice, Leighton's in open, so they won't ever
And
wrestle.
plus, I'm older than them, so.
Yeah, different weight class and everything too.
Says I watched his match. Houston, they watched Houston and Jacoby's match. Yeah,
Jacoby
DJ
is really.
Yeah.
He's really good. He got second in
Well, and then Houston ended up with what,
Third.
third?
Yeah.
Yeah, Houston got third, and
So they're doing really good for their first year of
Yeah.
actually wrestling, and I mean Leighton's first year, he took a beating. I mean, it wasn't until.
But everybody told us that that's going to happen your first year wrestling because you don't really know techniques or anything like that.
Robert, I know Live Patrol is on hold, and hopefully we will get that back. Like I say, right now we just got a huge problem right now with the fentanyl and stuff, and until we get everything under control, we can't bring that back. I'm not going to jeopardize somebody's life on that.
I like this one. Leighton, always remember everyone knows how to win. A real man knows how to lose gracefully as he wins.
Hey, Dennis, how are you?
There to be a winner, someone has to lose. I'm very proud of you. Thanks, Donna.
Yeah, and I guess the reel, if it will upload finally.
I don't know if it will inside this building.
It's almost there, but tomorrow will be the one for the finals, and he has been up against this kid 3 different times now.
This is my second time.
Second time this year. He did wrestling the year before last, and he got him too. So he's really good. I mean, that's just he's just gotta work a little bit harder, and hopefully one day that will be his chance.
I always forget the questions. Oh, update on the tiny house. You kind of got an update, didn't you?
Val, I'm waiting for this to actually upload, and then I'll be able to read the comments on the actual Facebook. The tiny house is. I'm gonna let Steph. You're gonna have to do those comments, and then I'm gonna try to get Facebook pulled up. Go ahead and tell them a little bit about tiny house.
That's about what you said today.
Yeah.
Okay. The tiny house, they told us 2 to 3 weeks, and they're gonna build us a new one and get it switched out with the old one, just because there's so many leaks in it and everything. And Brandon was telling me today that it should be here sometime this week. So I'm excited about that. So we can get the walls knocked down and then the walls put back up so that we can. I'm still waiting for my washer and dryer room.
Val says, I so love your red hair.
Thank you. It's a mess right now. It's always a mess, though. And it's supposed to rain in the morning, so you can already feel the humidity kind of coming in.
Is
George?
No, I'm talking. Oh, okay, that's the store. George, thank you so much for the stars. A lot of this is new to us, but we're going to get the hang of it, and now hopefully we'll be able to get. I'm working on the live stream, so it all records off one phone, and it's a lot easier, and you can read the actual comments.
Someone said they use Restream.
Restream, okay, I'll have to look at that as well.
I seen that earlier. Did you all have the cold front come through today? No, I think it ended up being early 70s today, and then tomorrow it's supposed to rain in the morning, but it's supposed to be 65 degrees. So I have a feeling it's going to be kind of like a humidity rain. But there was yesterday on just the regular, weather app that comes with the iPhone. Mm-hmm. It showed we were supposed to get snow this coming up Tuesday. Well, today I looked at the weather again. I usually look every day just to see what the kids are going to wear in the mornings. And it doesn't show snow, but it shows it's supposed to be like 30-something degrees. Hello from
California.
So I guess we're about a week behind on the cold front.
Oh, George is the real OG on YouTube. That's awesome to know.
That helps a lot.
Yeah, you got different icons, so.
Neil said you need to lose first. It makes the wins sweeter and the compassion for the loser stronger.
Yeah.
Hello, Arlene.
It's
Beverly.
not necessary to send stars, and it's cool, and we appreciate it, but it's not necessary. We just love getting on here and updating everybody live, and what the video y'all seen on on the Facebook is actually video. Stephanie's actually started a channel as well, and we are sharing all that on there. So there will be a video every day. So hopefully, you like catching up on videos. So
Candy asked, "Did y'all see Houston get his limpy
was-
gimpy deer?"
I was
Yes.
watching that inside like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, Leighton was actually in the process of watching it when we told him, "Let's go live."
yeah,
Where are the girls and the other son? I love seeing all of y'all together. You're a very wonderful family. They are all three asleep. They have their 8 o'clock bedtime, and it usually takes 8:30, close to 9 o'clock before they actually go to sleep. But they are all asleep.
somebody said 3-9. 3-9 actually had her babies already, and I hate that.
One baby.
Or one baby. No, we've already posted that on.
Yeah.
It's already on Facebook. But yeah, 3-9's had one, and we've named her baby Smokey. A beautiful, turned out beautiful,
3-9
beautiful.
Looks just
Gracie.
like mom.
Yeah,
3-9 is Gracie.
and
Yeah.
we, like I said, we're going to go ahead and spill the beans. Y'all going to watch our videos anyways. So, Crybaby had one baby.
One male.
One male. Here, I need to switch that over real quick.
Oh.
She had one male. Just a second.
Gotta change the charger. Sorry for the shake.
And y'all will not believe, Red Bear had 4 babies. But unfortunately,
She did lose one of them.
she did lose one of
It
them.
was one of the girls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she lost one
She-
of the girls.
She had 2 girls, 2 boys.
Yeah, and the ones that are alive now are the red one is the female, and then there's 2 black ones that are identical, and they're both boys.
Yeah.
But one skinnier.
Yeah, it was more like the runt.
Oh wow, it's winter and
It's winter
nowhere.
wonderland.
Wow. Yeah, we luckily cross our fingers. We haven't had much winter here. We did have a couple cold days, which I'm perfectly fine with. We made it through the RV, so we're good with it. I'm ready for summer, and hopefully next winter we'll be in our house. That's what we're hoping for.
We are really hoping for that. Or I am. I guess I need to stay scooted in. I keep looking over
Yeah.
here, but Leighton looks a little bored. I notice he makes all kinds of faces when he is on, just like kids do. He is big help when he is outside and y'all are doing a project. Yeah, all the kids they get a little bit bored just sitting down because they're kids, but they're used to going everywhere.
On the go. Now that they got four-wheelers, they're on the four-wheelers quite a bit, especially if they got their chores done. It's a real good thing to help them, encourage them to get their chores done, to get on the four-wheeler. So it's definitely helped out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Hopefully, she said she got COVID. Hopefully get to feeling better. We're doing really good.
TC said Leighton learn to carry the goats around. It might help you with wrestling.
Yeah, I was doing that yesterday with Skittles.
Yeah.
He got into the mama pen because we were
No, Sylvia,
putting
not yet.
hay in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really shocked that Red Bear had 4. I don't know if y'all are aware of this, but Mama G is Red Bear's mother.
Huh?
Yeah. Do you know that?
Really?
Yeah, Red Bear's is Mama G's daughter.
Then
How's
who's
she
the
red?
father?
Just like she had the black boys or the black
She
and red
only
ones.
had the black
Yeah.
ones. She didn't have
So-
the red, so that's weird.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
So now we've got quite a few in here, and we'll kind of go into the situation with. Go ahead.
I want to kind of finish these
All
before
right,
we.
go ahead.
Now, are the babies yours or Marie's? Just curious.
So some of the goats are Marie's. Now we have 7 goats out there as well, but Marie did talk about eventually getting rid of some of the goats. So if she does get rid of them, we're going to go ahead and try to purchase them. And that way, because we've already bonded with them, got names for them, and all that good stuff. But when they first come down here, they honestly what came down here to help us clean the property off, and then the kids got kind of attached to them. I got attached to them, and so they just kind of been here. The ponies as well, which we've sent a bunch of the ponies and a bunch of the goats back down to Marie's. We only kept a few, but she's got some big things planned for her channel, which y'all have to go over there when she announces what's going on and what she's bringing to her farm. Um, and I think y'all be pretty exciting. There's not too many of them that I've seen on YouTube.
Dwayne, we'll keep you and your family in our prayers. His mom passed away recently.
So sorry to hear that. That's one thing that I can say about that. It's been almost 12 years for my mother, and it seems like yesterday. You never get over it. You just learn to deal with it, and it seems like I always have one bad day of a year, and but after that, I do really good. So I guess it's not a bad day. It's I guess a day of grief, and it's just I don't know. You just learn to deal with it. You'll never get over it. Jason Daly, hello. How are you? Thank you. My grandson
Okay.
lives here.
You want to go ahead and talk about Carly?
Yes. So, as the title says, obviously, if you're on Facebook, you don't know that we've already took Carly to the doctor. Everybody's seen that she's limped, and the video we told everyone what's going on with her foot. It's not her ankle. It's actually her
Toes.
three toes. It's something the way she was born, and that's the limp. And I know there was a lot of comments about, well, why did he give him pain medicine if she wasn't in pain? Well, obviously, she can't just come out and say, I'm not hurting. He did take her feet and, play with them to see if she'd pull back. She didn't pull. She pulled back on both of them, which is, she don't like her feet messed with. So he suggested, hey, I can send you home with some pain meds and give them to her for a couple weeks, and we'll see if that helps her with her foot. If it does, we'll just keep her on them. If it don't, then that's when we went into the second option. Well, the final option would be is to go ahead and basically cut them toes off back to the joint, which it's the same thing as you would do with a cat.
Declawing a cat.
Declawing
It's
a
just
cat.
going to be declawing a dog.
And we asked him, what the downfall of that would be. And he said, well, here's the deal. If it works, obviously she'll, walk better. But if it don't work, she'll still limp. So either way, it's going to be a tough decision. And we will just go ahead and tell y'all that the pain medicine is not doing nothing for her. So
there's no change at all.
There's no change. So she is not in pain. We're going to pray on it and try to make sure we make the right decision on what we're going to do with Carly with the foot. She's always going to be here. He did say that the life expecting would be what did he say? Something about wouldn't live as long as a regular dog. I kind of forget how he described that, but she will eventually, like he said,
Tanya.
is honestly the leg is just in the way. If it was completely cut off, she'd get around a lot better. But I think if we do anything, we're going to try the declaw part on her, which he said we'd have to isolate her for about 3 or 2 weeks and
Hey, Ed.
go from there.
Hello.
Now we'll answer some questions. No, you will never forget that date. That's what we was just talking about. The Okie Homestead Expo's coming up June 2nd and 3rd, and my mother passed away June 2nd. So we was actually talking about that earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So 28 days before your birthday?
Yep. And that's what's kind of neat is my mom brought us all in, all of us boys in June. She had me June 30th, and she had Derek June 16th, and Cody June 16th, and Derek June 10th, and she brought us all in this world in June, and she left in June. So I thought that was kind of crazy.
It's not an urgent thing with Carly. Take your time. That's why we're gonna really sit down. We're gonna pray about it hard and not do anything rational because she is a healthy dog.
Oh, she is. She's such a loving dog. It's unreal.
Dwayne said June 2nd is my birthday.
500 people on the dot.
Yeah, she
God
is.
dang it.
She's so amazing. Which, when the kids go out there, she jumps on them. Which we tell them to make her get down, but when we go out there, she jumps up and gives us hugs and stuff, and it's just amazing. Like I said before, is animals are so therapeutic that it's unreal. You could have a bad day at work and come home and just be out there with the animals, and it'll automatically make your day change, because obviously you're out there and it's just like I was out there before we went live, and you see these babies and you're like, God created this. It's just so amazing how He creates life, and watching them grow up, it's pretty neat.
We're going to Missouri for a meetup.
Yes.
I almost lost my mom. She fell and laid in the snow for 6 to 8 hours before she was found. Oh wow, that'd be hard.
We're not for sure if Carly's going to have surgery. We're just going to keep that on hold. We would like to ask all of our followers. When you do see somebody in the comments, make a comment about Carly's leg. If y'all would please help us out. We try to answer all the comments, but sometimes when she's in a video. There's new people come on board. They think her legs hurt, and we go into repeating the same thing that we always repeat. But we would definitely love for y'all to help us out on that when y'all do see comments like that. And thank y'all so much for actually leaving comments. That does nothing but help us, the platform, Facebook or YouTube, to actually push the videos and put them in front of more people. So that's pretty awesome. We're growing really, really fast on Facebook, and thanks to y'all for sharing and leaving a comment.
A few people said do your research on declawing because a lot of vets don't declaw anymore because it's a real painful surgery.
Yes. So where we actually took Carly, which I've said this from day one when we was going to take her to a vet, I got some opinions from other people. They actually looked at her foot. One of them, said, "Well, looks like her ankle. She doesn't have an ankle where it's fused." So really, we didn't know, not unless we went and took her to a vet, which was kind of waiting because we knew the vet bill would be expensive. Because we wanted to do the whole workup on her. And when we finally set up the appointment and took her up there, she was able to do the X-ray and said that the leg was fine. And he's the one that suggested that that's the other route. And Cade he's been around here forever. He's graduated from here, and I trust his advice. He actually takes care of. He took care of Harley as well before he passed, and Max as well. So we're definitely going to take his advice on that.
Okay, so my vet calls it a birth defect from being squashed in the womb.
Yeah, that's something
Pretty
he
much,
said,
yeah.
something kind of like that. This when I lost my grandpa in January of last year, and it's very hard on me. My grandpa's 93. Wow, 94. That's crazy.
But
Yes,
goats do have salt blocks.
yeah. We try to keep salt blocks out there, and we keep hay. Right now, they are in this corner over here where the actual pond is at, but they have water as well. We're going to be building a fence along the back of the trailer and making another area so we can actually keep some of the animals divided. Um, if we wanted to put all the babies over here on this side, we could. If we do decide to get some sheep, we'll say that the last couple days, we have got us a couple new goats, which y'all will be seeing them here on the videos to
You're
come.
telling all the secrets tonight.
Yeah, might as well. I told you I'm not good with them when it comes to the farm. Of course, I am 88 years old. 88. Wow, that's. I hope I make it that long. Um, yeah,
12 degrees tonight.
whatever's best for Carly is what we're going to do. We'll keep Carly in her prayers. Yeah, yeah, I think Carly is just fine the way she is. Which one main reason why we took it is that way y'all could know what is actually going on.
TC said, "What I don't get with Carly comments is that it's Eddie's dog family farm and their choices. No matter what, I would only give my thought if asked, but it is none of my business." The
Yeah,
kangaroo. Yeah, we still have the kangaroo, and he's in. I know some of my videos. Um,
he should be. He'll
is
be in
he?
the video released tomorrow.
Yeah, and he's getting bigger, but he's still pretty cool. I fed him. I was pretty proud. How's Badger and Dodger doing? Badger's doing really good too. I actually made a reel on him tonight because he wanted to he wanted the camera time tonight. So I decided that we will give him the light of day.
Yeah, so I don't know if I said it in the video. I spoke with him about a brace. A brace would not do anything. If anything, would cause her discomfort. So, yeah, the brace is out the window. He highly suggested not to do that.
Yeah, because a brace would be if it really was like a fused ankle and if she didn't have an ankle, but she does. So it wouldn't really do any good.
Yeah, you better go in. You got school in the morning.
Yeah.
It looked like you were counting your fingers after you fed the kangaroo. No, I was just.
Bye, guys. I'm gonna go to bed.
Make sure you take your jacket off and yeah, put my boots up. He likes to put my boots on because they're easier and faster than his shoes. Make sure you shut that all the way too, so that
So he was wide awake when we went out to actually look at the babies and stuff. So he's like, "Can I stay and go live?" Which most of the time, all of our lives are at nighttime. So a lot of the kids don't get to be in them. Sometimes we'll have them before, but here lately, it's just been me and Steph because that's kind of our time out here.
Is there anybody else I know?
No.
I'm glad you found a spot for Max instead of having his voice box taken out. Yeah, and that's been doing a lot better.
George, so I actually seen Jay here a couple weeks ago. He's doing as well as he can be. His obviously it's progressing, and it's hard to understand him. So he's doing as well as he can be. Well, thank you,
if
Jimmy.
Carly is declawed, would she stop limping? They said there was a possibility, yeah, that a good possibility that she would stop limping. That's the only reason we are considering it.
Right.
Just because she limps now, but she's perfectly fine.
Hey, Jeff from Kentucky.
Yeah.
I see, not all the time that, we actually get to, respond back to the comments because there's so many of them, but we do read them. And Jeff, I remember that icon. I remember a lot of people by their
his name.
Yeah, name and icon. But yeah, thank you so much for all your kind words that you send us. So sometimes, we just go through and put hearts, but don't think we don't read them things.
Yeah, here lately, which I do a lot of the YouTube comments, and here lately, I'm trying to get all of them done because I'm still way behind. But if it's not a question, then I have been actually just hearting it, and not just the kids, but me too. But if there's a question, then I for sure answer it. I read every single one of them though.
That comment was something about Mary says Gary Walker.
What do you think about Gary Walker getting to leave his job and stay on the farm?
I think it's awesome.
I know they've been thinking about it for a while.
Yeah, I think it's awesome, and that God has allowed them to do that because don't get me wrong, I hope I get to do that years to come. Just because I would love to get up and spend the day with the family and be able to take care of all the chores and stuff. That'd be nice. I mean, right now it's so hard to do everything we do. It would be, when I when I took several vacations in a row, I kind of got that feeling where I was like, wow, it's so much easier to get all these videos out and share everything, answer comments, and get things done. But when I go back to work, it's so hard to get everything done. There's times that, we're up anywhere from 11 to 1 o'clock in the morning. Editing videos or answering comments. There's a lot that goes behind, making videos that a lot of people really wouldn't know, not unless they have tried before. Especially, we try to keep everything consistent to actually, every 48 hours we try to post a video on YouTube. And right now, every 12 hours we have a video, or every 24 hours we have a video actually coming out on Facebook. So hopefully with that will catch y'all up with YouTube, and eventually we'll all be on the same page.
It'll be a lot easier that way, I think. Doris sent $20.
Well, thank you, Doris.
That's kind of weird. Is that a new way to do super chats or something?
What?
Or is that just because it doesn't say nothing?
I mean, that they have the ones for the stickers and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It says, do y'all see YouTube comments? Yes, we see everyone's comments. And we spend hours and hours a day answering comments. Stephanie spends a lot of time answering comments in the mornings and late at night. Not so much during the day, just because we got so many things going on. And
it's for sure every single night I'm doing comments, and most mornings, but it just kind of depends. Like today was laundry day, but I actually did get some comments done this morning. I waited till about 9 o'clock, so I had about an hour of doing comments this morning, and that's still, I was just hearting them and reading them and then hearting them, and I still didn't get even halfway done with. I want to get to where they're all done and all up to date. I don't know if that will ever happen.
I don't know if that will ever happen. And where we're kind of at right now is like, when we post a video, we'll try to answer those comments the first 24 hours, and then we move on to the next video. It's just trying to stay caught up. So if you do comment within the first 24 hours, most of the time we do see them. Tiffany's on here. Tiffany Nicole, that's your cousin.
That's my niece.
Or your niece.
Hey, Tiffany. Are you going to Okie Expo this year? We have our reservations for RV already.
Yes.
That's Sylvia.
Sylvia, yes, we are going to be at the Okie Homestead Expo. Not for sure on all the details, but hopefully, as long as everything works out right, we're going to be able to go. Super excited about the 2 days Okie Homestead Expo, which is awesome because it gives you 2 days to get to meet everybody, and one day is just not enough. Now, it's going to be a lot of work, especially Dutch and Kevin, Rachel, and Brandy, and the Walkers, and everybody that's going to be helping put that on up there. I know last year, by the time it was all over, they wore smooth out. So
I know we have to make sure we have our walking shoes on.
yeah.
Okay. I'm watching you on Facebook and YouTube at the same time with just volume on YouTube. Facebook is a little slower with the comments. Yeah, Facebook is a little bit slower. I guess uploading it was because the reel.
Thomas, thank you so much. We greatly appreciate y'all watching our videos as well.
It's at okiehomesteading.com. The website is up. Go over and leave your email for updates.
Yes. So Leighton's still wrestling. We haven't decided whether we're going to go to state or not.
And that's the only thing left. There's no more tournaments.
He didn't really get into it until the last part of the year, and I mean, something got in him. He is ready to go. So
get some farm muscles.
Yeah, farm muscles.
Brenda said, I have my hotel room already. I guess we need to go ahead and book that.
It's already booked.
Oh, just kidding. I was about to say something because I seen a comment. What's the dates of the expo? So the dates is
June 2nd and June 3rd is the dates of the expo. And for any other information, I'd go over to the Okie Homestead website, and they should be updating when they get more information.
Like Ed said, okiehomesteading.com. Coyotes.
Well, them are close.
And no limits on tickets. Oh, there's no limits this time?
Oh, I don't know.
Texas Gal, is that what you're saying, or was that a question? I didn't know. I know they had a limit last year.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to have to be a limit. I mean, there was there were thousands of people there. It was unreal. It was definitely a good turnout, which actually pulled up some pictures from last year, and just to see the drone from the sky, there was so many people. It was crazy.
Will the expo be live streamed? No, it will not be live streamed, only because it's kind of like last year. Some people pay that money to go to it, and if we live stream it, then why do you have to pay to see it?
So
kind of thing.
Not only that, is it's in the metal barn, and there's no service, and there's multiple barns. I'm sure there'd be people live streaming outside and stuff, but I know in the barn there was services that we couldn't even get out on our cell phones. But there's a couple different barns that are going to be going, and they've got so many people that's going to be there teaching seminars, and it's going to be pretty neat. Most definitely go over there and follow them along to keep up.
Or said, currently no limits on prepaid. Might need to later on at the door though.
Oh.
Text said, I heard that in Arms and Dutch's channel, but I did hear it. Okay. Alright. Good night, Teresa. Yeah, answering comments is a full-time job, for sure.
And I think, which I think this year that the Wag Bar people may be there, hopefully. I like to actually meet them in person, which this banner I got back here, it's actually, TC sent it to me, And it's I'm always talking about the Wag Bars because I love the Wag Bars. We got several boxes of it because they got a promo going on again this month. But I absolutely love them. But hopefully we get to meet them in person. We've never met them in person. Now we've seen them multiple times on the walkers, but it'd be pretty neat. They're there. And if y'all ain't ever tried the Wag Bar, y'all definitely got to try it, especially if you like beef jerky. Um, and if y'all do, go over and use the link product code Eddy Family. It'll save you 10% off, and they're delicious. If you like beef jerky, this isn't as hard as actual beef jerky, so that's the reason why I like it. I used to eat Slim Jims all the time, but I get more out of these.
Pam, you're right. She said, Steph, I think you're thinking of the creators video conference or a convention that you're not live streaming. That's what I'm thinking of. I get them mixed up all the time. Just like me and Brandon were having, a friendly husband and wife argument earlier about, he says that the kids didn't go with us. Or he said the kids did go with us, and I said they did not go with us, and really they went with us.
Yeah.
Well, the two older ones did. And I remember now because they had that outside little zoo type thing or whatever, and the kids were outside riding the horses. I forget. That thing sounds good. Kind of. Folks can...
Nathan says, love the Wag Bars, hot and spicy and pepper. Yeah, that's the one I got.
That's what Brandon's eating is a Wag Bar.
Yeah, I love the the peppered and the hot and spicy. I don't know if I have any more of the hot and spicy, but I'll show you what all four of them look like.
Yeah, they're in there. Did you eat the teriyaki?
No, I got a bunch more of those, but yeah, these you can order them in boxes of 12, and I'll put a link up there if y'all interested. Be sure to use the product code Eddy Family, and
oh, you can't do it from my phone.
Product code Eddy Family, and it'll save you 10% off. Let me get this up here.
Ed likes the peppered. I heard that they were getting new kinds of Wag Bars. One was like cranberry, and it looked like it was delicious. Can't wait.
Yeah, that is coming out. I don't know when they're going to release it, but it is coming out, and I'll see if I can post it on Facebook too. I'm not for sure if I can.
TC said, take the poster with you and show it to the Wag Bar.
I don't know if it actually let me, because Facebook is actually a little different when it comes to some things like that. Let's see if it actually posts. Okay, I posted on YouTube.
Dean said, you all look good on a 75-inch TV with round sound.
Wow.
It's weird. We're on TV.
Oh, that is weird when you go to thinking of it that way. I don't know if it actually put up a link there, but I did put the link in there. Maybe it will actually pull up.
Ransom at Walker Farm Fam likes the hot and spicy.
Yes.
I think a lot of kids actually like the hot and spicy because most kids like a little bit of pepper or like kind of spicy foods like Takis and whatnot. And the hot and spicy is not as hot as the peppered. So, but I'm not going to eat it because it's probably going to burn my mouth.
Okay. Yeah, it did work on Facebook. So, anyways, hold this here. I'm going to show them what 4 kinds they actually got.
Evelyn, no, the sheds will be traded out. I think Brandon got an update today talking about sometime this week. Probably towards the end.
What they have is they have a hot and spicy. That's the orange one. And then they have the teriyaki. I love the teriyaki as well. That one comes in the yellow. And then the original actually comes in the blue. And the peppered is in the brown. And if you like spicy things, a pepper is the way to go. And like we always tell everybody, if you do get them and you don't like them, just ship them right to our P.O. box, and I promise you they'll be taken care of. I always try to keep a case of these in my unit. That way I have a snack out in the field, because sometimes you never know how long you're going to be on the call. And yeah, it will allow you to have a snack to get you by until you get off.
There was a comment I was gonna read. I don't know. So I think you need to get some coffee so you will wake up. Actually, that's what I was drinking, and that's why it puts me to sleep. Coffee is not my. If I'm ready for bed, I need to just drink coffee.
So the shed, we spoke to them the other day. I was going to have the roof replaced because we have a metal roof, and a lot of people said, well, it's going to be loud and when it rains and stuff. Well, I was talking to Ed, and Ed had a point. That kind of takes the fun out of it. Is if you go to stay in it, it would be pretty cool to. We're not going to live in it, but to hear the rain and stuff.
And it's not like it rains all the time.
Yeah, and we're going to actually spray foam the ceiling, so that should quieten it down. Because just to put plywood on it, it was going to be $600 and something, and that was just plywood. That wasn't shingles or anything like that. So with shingles, it was another $1,000. So we're just going to get it just like we had it. It's just going to be built better.
Rebecca's asking about cinder blocks. Yes, we will be putting it on cinder blocks this time. We had plans to put it on cinder blocks already. We already bought a 20-ton jack and everything, and we was going to do it ourselves. But it's just the weather was rainy or snowy and everything, and it needs solid ground before you can do any of that.
So I just posted the link on the Facebook side. You can click on that link, and it'll take you to their website, and there's all different kinds there's other kinds besides the kinds we have, and still use the product code Eddy Family, and that'll save you 10% off. So, and like I say, if you don't like them, send them back to us.
TC said I should make a new poster with all the bars on it.
Yeah.
I know, I was looking up.
But they're actually changing up colors and different kinds now. Yes, we still have the kangaroo.
Can you remove the walls that have already been built without completely dismantling them, so you can just put them straight back in the new mini house? We will have to dismantle them, only because the height of the walls is higher than the doorway, so we're going to have to take them apart anyways. But it should be an easy chop it up and nail it back together. It should be, right?
Right. Hopefully. Yeah, I mean, the bars are about $3 a piece, which, that jerky's expensive, but this is made out of Wagyu beef. And, that's like, I used to go get one of those big Slim Jims, one of the big ones, and they'd run us right around $2.89, something like that. So, they are right about $3 a piece.
Metal roof where you are sitting might be a little of a problem on live shows. We're not putting we have plywood on top of us. So this building is actually not getting a metal roof. We're talking about the barn or cabin or...
This building has a metal roof.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah, this building does have a metal roof.
I guess because I see the plywood. But when it's raining, we're not out doing lives anyways, because the phones, since we don't have internet, it would be
Appreciate
really
it, Jeff.
bad. Updates on the house?
We haven't heard anything from the house. We're just going to sit back and wait. Every time we call and hear nothing, it just kind of gets you down a little bit. So we're just going to wait and not think about it, and maybe they'll call and say, "Hey, we're ready to build," but they're having problems getting contractors in, so that's the big deal.
They did a video about the house. They have to wait 5 years, and it's been about 2.
Thank you, George, for the 200 stars. So the house deal, just I know there's a lot of new people. So on the house, we've been on a waiting list for the with the Chickasaw Nation for
9 years.
9 years now, and is that total even with us being out here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, since September was 9 years.
So we've been on for 9 years, and once a year and a half ago, they contacted us and said, "Hey, y'all are number one. We are need to know where you want the house," and so we purchased the property, and we've been waiting because they said that there's no contractors out there, but hopefully soon there will be some contractors come in because they have 15 houses they're wanting to build, but we're number one, so we just got to wait until it's built.
Stephanie said, "Great name, Stephanie." Ed said,
Thank you.
Nail gun nails are hard to remove. Use a pry bar to loosen it up from at the floor. Yeah, we'll have to do that.
Yes.
We'll do the pry bar to loosen it up, and then probably the saw.
I'm gonna probably take the Sawzall. I actually went out there and looked at it the other night. Take the Sawzall and go from the top and cut the nails, and then we'll have to bring it down piece by piece, and then it shouldn't be hard to put back together. But I may just go get me a nail gun because I'm gonna tell you that nail gun made it a lot easier than the screws. It would have took a lot longer with the screws.
Will the new shed come with the same amount of windows as the first one? Yes, the new shed will be identical to the old one. Someone asked earlier, I can't find it, but if the Wag Bars are sold in stores.
I think they may be up in Tulsa, but I don't think they're
Tulsa,
actually.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, Tulsa, Oklahoma. I don't think they're actually sold in stores yet. And if y'all do go over and order a box, we always have to say this with the companies. We get a small percentage of it, but it's nothing that you pay. It's what the company pays us for basically the advertisement part. So, and that's on anything like in the description box. I know sometimes when we post Amazon stuff on there, we have to say it. If not, they will dock us on, actually kick us off the affiliate marketing.
Neil said, hopefully not identical, this time without the faults.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
And thank you.
Where was that comment? Oh, can you fry the Wag Bars? I've heard, I think Cassie tried it or something.
Cassie, I think Gary did.
Maybe Gary. And I thought about that, and I should try it actually, because I'm not, some people like Wag Bars, some people don't. Well, I'm not one that really likes them, but I also don't like Slim Jims or beef jerky and stuff like that. I'm just weird. But I do love Spam, fried Spam. So I'm wondering if, because it's kind of shaped like Spam, even though it might not be the taste, but if I fry it, usually you can fry anything and make it good.
How big is the house? Is it 14 or 1,600 square feet?
The new one?
Yeah.
1,580.
1,580 square feet, and it is going to be built here. It's not prefabbed. It'll be built here on a slab.
4 bedroom, 2 bath. washer and dryer room. That's my favorite part.
Evelyn, thank you.
Okay, let's get back down here.
Yeah, I like using that backhoe for sure.
He's likes his toys. Has Brandon tried Spam? Yeah, he eats Spam. Do you eat it raw like your dad?
Yeah, I eat them both ways.
Yeah, that's so gross. His dad, we went over there for Sunday Fun Day, Sunday, and he was sitting there. We got there early, so about lunchtime, and he was eating Spam right out of the can, and I just, that's pretty much raw, and that don't work.
Hi, Cassie's sister here.
Hey, Cassie's sister here from BA. I've been wanting to try the Wag Bars.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe you haven't got to try one yet.
She should already shipped you one. I'll have
Shame on her. I'm gonna have to text her.
I bet ransom. He holds them hostage.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably like us. Like there's days that we will have to shoot a video with the Wag Bars. So I will take my Wag Bars outside and I'll put them down. And next thing I come back and Wag Bars are all over the place. And I'm like,
the kids like them just as much as Brandon does.
I'm like, guys, y'all can't do that. I've got to make a video, and then after the video, we can eat them. But you can't just eat them before the video.
Do you regret getting Dodger? I wouldn't say regret it. We've had a lot of fun with him, but
I would have been all right if I wouldn't have seen all the comments on Facebook or on social media. That's what kind of got me worried about the kids. And I wished I wouldn't have seen them comments because it made me change my mind. But it's just animals, just like anything else. It's how you raise them. Me going out there, spending time with him, before, even when we got him, the kids come in the pens and we started getting tons of videos and stuff. And I don't know. I just kind of talked myself out of it. We will be getting rid of him. That's just the way it's going to be. I don't want an animal that my kids can't interact with. So I don't know when, but it's going to be here soon. We may take him back to where we got him, or if we can find a good trade or somebody just buy him outright, we'll just replace him with another kind of animal.
So you're saying it's the way it's raised. So you're saying I can get a pet snake and it's just the way we raise it, it'll be nice.
No.
That's what you said. Yes, fried Spam is way better when it's cooked.
Thank you so much. We greatly appreciate it.
Do you guys get a say in what the house will look like? So what I've heard, and I've seen a few houses also, is you get to pick.
I know what she was talking about.
They tell you how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms you get. Obviously, we get 2 just because, or 4 because of the kids. The girls will still share a room. But then you get to pick like countertops, what kind of countertops you want, what kind of tile or laminate or whatever kind of flooring you want. And what's other stuff that you can... The brick. Yeah, the brick outside. They said there's like 5 different kinds of bricks that you get to choose from. We got to choose the roof, which there's only 2 kinds of roof. It was like a flat roof, kind of like a trailer house. And then there was the gable, and we chose the gable.
Yeah, I know, Sarah. That when we first got him, I loved it, and then the video come out, and let me tell you, the hate came. But I immediately I called Daniel. I was like, man, I gotta get rid of him. I mean, this is crazy, and basically. That was welcome to YouTube, and he just talked. Just basically had talked to a lot of friends that day, and kind of get out of that little groove. And a lot of it was people that wasn't even like our subscribers or not. Is this people stopping in, putting the hateful comments, the trolls and stuff. So, yeah, that was part of it, but it basically made us stronger from it because there was a lot of hateful comments out there.
Neil said, a former boss of mine asked me to write an email complaining about spam. He couldn't get into the cans. I sent them an email saying, you get spam in emails, but at least you can open them. Will Crandall be helping with the shed?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him. We'll just see once we get it here and make arrangements. I haven't talked to him in a few days. So, who's building it? Right now, they don't have a contractor. That's what they're actually looking for. If they do find a contractor, they're going to build it in house. So, if they build it in house, it will actually be their employees.
Sherman said, I might have to find a llama to trade you for the kangaroo.
Yeah.
Oh, Susie got her gas leak detector today.
Awesome. And Dale and them should be getting their lights here pretty soon.
Live and learn.
Yes. So yes, we've been by houses that have been built, and we've been in houses that, and seen the inside of them. Which Steph's been to a couple of them. I go to them all the time.
He doesn't think it's so cool to see them.
Yeah,
think
I
it's
see them
awesome.
more, but they are absolutely beautiful. I grew up in an Indian home.
Which was a lot smaller back in the 80s.
Yeah, and it's nothing compared to what they do now.
Yeah. I just love everything. We had a chance, actually. It's been 6-7 years ago, something like that. No, Kayson was born, but Braylee was not. So it's been like 5 or 6 years ago. And we had a chance that there was a house come up back on the market or whatever. I guess the Chickasaw citizen that had to move out of state or something, so they had to get rid of their house. Well, they asked us because it was a 4-bedroom house, and we were like number 4 or 5 on the list, but we were the only ones big families because the other 3 they were like 1 or 2 people that lived in it. And we went in and looked at it, and it was a nice house. It really was, but it was a lot. Like, I didn't like that it didn't have a dishwasher. Brandon didn't like it had like that indoor outdoor carpet, so really low carpet, and he's got flat feet, so that won't work for him. And you can't do anything to it like put new carpet in it for like a year, and that's one thing.
And I'm glad that we actually waited because
Yeah.
we
Sometimes I wonder though.
Yeah, we wouldn't be where we're at today. I mean that's for sure. And really, we wanted one so bad. I'm really surprised we just didn't accept it because we was living in a small house as it was, and luckily we passed it up, and a year and a half later they give us the call. So we're very thankful. I mean, here's the deal: we don't live in a home right now, or we live in an RV. Um, it ain't as bad as what a lot of people would think. The only thing is, you have to get used to downsizing. You have to get used to not having a cabinet full of food. You have certain items that you have. You got your drinks, and it's just a lot of adjusting to things. Same thing with clothes. We keep very few clothes in the RV, and we'll trade them out periodically, but for the most part, it's just learning how to live small. And if anything, it's probably made the kids appreciate things more, and it's going to make us appreciate things more once we get the home.
Yeah. Have any of the other goats had their babies yet? So we mentioned earlier that Crybaby did have one male. She had a little boy, and then the red bear had 4 babies. The next day, they were back to back. But she lost one of them, so she has a female and 2 male. And it's pretty cute because all 4 of them, because I guess they were born day after each other, they stay together. They stay
So we're
under
gonna
the
get
light
crybabies,
together.
baby?
Yeah, me too. Or you want to?
Yeah, I'll go get crybabies.
Crybaby's baby is my favorite, even though it's a male, and we will end up getting rid of him. But he's just gorgeous. Okay, it's probably gonna get blurry. Again, I'm hoping YouTube stops being blurry. It's because this door opens. Every time it opens or shuts, it starts getting blurry. When you call them, is there a certain person that keeps you informed on the house, or just who takes the call? Yeah, we have a specific person that we can call, and he's the one that oversees all the houses. You're gonna have to get a book of baby goat names. Yeah, I do need that. Is there any chance you folks are going to get a polar tower to receive better reception for the internet? We are going to be doing that. Hopefully pretty soon. Do both of the mama goats take care of the new 4? No. Red Bear actually, like, she does her horns and, like, kind of shoos them away. She's not aggressive or nothing. She just kind of puts it down like this and kind of shoos the other Crybaby's baby away. And then Crybaby, she just walks away from the other 3. Even if hers is sitting there eating, she just walks away. So, no, they won't. I start wondering, though, because they are always together, that I'm like, yeah, one of them is going to end up getting different one's milk. Let's see. My family and my brother and sister and I moved to a house that a lot of people shooting, and my grandma will tell me that they were in the side of the house. Oh, that's scary. Have you been using the knitted hats when it's got cold? Yes, now we have a few other hats also, but yes, we kind of use all of them. We gotta keep this shut. Oh, y'all hear them.
Let me clean.
Someone said the blurry is a problem with just YouTube. They've watched a couple of live streams tonight and it's been having some issues.
All right, guys. Let me get my phone back up here. This here is Crybaby's baby.
Look how cute he
Look
is.
at his little
Tell him about it.
Tell him all about it.
I love them.
That's one thing about these little bitty babies. They're so beautiful. Yeah. You so pretty. You're so pretty. So pretty. I know. He was actually out there running around by the feeder. Yeah, I know. Trying to keep it warm.
Yes, beautiful colors. What is it?
Well, good night. Thank you so much for hopping on here. Yeah,
There's nothing in it, is there?
You know, we get that a lot. People say, brag on the children, how they like helping out, and I don't know if it's just the way we raised them, but when we start a project, we don't even have to really ask them to help or anything. That we're always there together with the project. If anything, we have to make them get back. Even like on the trampoline, I didn't want to take a chance for one of them getting hit with the spring, but they still wanted to get up there with it. Maybe it's just the way they was raised, but Leighton is is going to be a very, very wise man when he grows up. He knows how to do a lot of
He said he
things.
needs a pacifier. I was like, I wish I had an old Patsy. It's so cute. Oh, so cute. Let's see. He's
Uh,
marking like he's got a band-aid on his nose.
who will take care of the animals when you go to the big get?
We'll have friends.
Yeah.
We will have friends.
No, I'm not full blood. I am actually a quarter. I'm a quarter Native American, which we was actually talking about this the other day, and like last night or not for last, but back in the day is like you know the older Indians. If you called them Indians, that was like that was a fight word. Which I've always been called Indian. I don't know what it is, but I guess back in the day, it was Native Americans, and I don't guess I've seen it much in history, but that's just my heritage, I guess.
It said, my daddy told me, always wash dishes with your woman. Makes you appreciate what you have. That's right, Ed.
Let's see.
Are you going to build a tornado shelter? It will be built. That's something that the Chickasaw Nation does do is they build a storm shelter with the house right next to it.
Yes, I love the Nigerian dwarfs just because they're so small. And we actually bought one yesterday that has got beautiful, beautiful colors and is really small. And then I had a gentleman come up to me last night at the horse sale, and he's got a couple females. Uh, hit that. Come up to me at the horse sale, and he's got a couple of female Nigerian dwarfs that I'm going to go ahead and purchase off of him, and we should have a pretty good herd.
You see his back feet.
What is it?
Someone said, is that the baby that looks like there's a small heart on its right back paw? I thought I saw one. On the side, maybe?
No. Oh, this one hasn't been in a video yet.
Oh yeah, that one hasn't been in the video.
Yeah,
that was one of Creamer. I don't know what to name that goat. I keep thinking Creamer just keeps
Which one is
in
it?
my head. The mama to the bigger ones.
Oh.
My dad preferred being called Indian. Said we are all native to America. See, that's what when I talk about the Chickasaw houses or calling them or anything, I say we're going to be calling the Indians. It's nothing out of disrespect. It's just that's who I'm talking about.
Well,
Brandon's telling all the good news.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back. Somehow I got off of that.
Stephanie washes and Brandon dries the dishes. The air dries the dishes. Actually, I did dry some dishes today because I did all the dishes, so I had to dry some so that I could wash some more.
I'm Native American.
Brandon, are you going to sell any of the goats? We're in the process of moving. Once we are settled, we're going to start getting animals.
Probably in the future. Yeah, I mean, like a lot of these, the new babies that are being born, they're actually Marie's goats, but hopefully we can actually purchase them.
We are in the process of getting our own goats, though.
Yeah. Your kids are amazing with all the chores, building things. Yeah, they love. I don't know. When we moved out here, it opened Kayson up so much that it is just so amazing to see him run out here and just play with his trucks and just have a good time. And really, I guess it goes back to when we stayed when we lived in town, everything we ever did was build the American flags. And the kids would always come out there and help build. So maybe that's where it come from.
What
Both grandmas part Indian. Your children are like my brother and sister. We all like to
Raining
work
here.
Yes, they do.
Farming is raising animals to sell or eat. Fact. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Send me some, Ed. We were supposed to get some rain at 9 o'clock tonight, and it said 100%, but it did not rain at all. And then it's supposed to start about 1 in the morning to 8 in the morning.
Yeah, so I seen somebody said this
Hey,
should be the
Andale.
livestock guardian dog, but yeah, the Belgian Malinois, I think they have their DNA is to be law enforcement or some type of protector. It's just amazing what Max knows. Just it's crazy.
Name this one Rocky Road.
Rocky Road.
That's a good name. TZ, Stephanie, a female name for Spot, could be Dot or Dottie. See, my two latest names was Spot, and what's the other one? Oh, and the white one I named Casper. Well, obviously both of those names are boy names, but then again, they're goats. So I'm kind of like, well, it's easy to remember. I don't know.
That's honestly that's how the kids make their money for their gas for their four wheelers is doing their chores. We pay them to obviously do their chores and not on this. It's just teaching them you work you make money. If you want money, you got to do something, and I think that's the best way to do it. That way. They already know that by the time they get old enough to get out on their own. You eating my shirt?
Both my grandparents were Native American. We don't have much information on our family because they passed before I was born, and my father really didn't talk about them. That's kind of how my family was. I know mostly, obviously, I got a lot of Irish in me, and then on my dad's side, I have a lot of German in me. But talking, I think my sisters are actually talking to my grandma and family on my mom's side, and somewhere down the line we have some Indian or Native American in us, but they don't know for sure if they took like the land or the roll number, and that's what she's actually trying to figure out now, because just about, when did I tell you about my grandma? A couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
About a couple weeks ago, I guess my grandma was diagnosed with dementia. So my aunt actually lives with her, and she told me that she is already starting to what's the word?
Well, Jeff,
forget a lot more, and that's how I've heard a lot about dementia from my friend, because her mom actually went through it, which she just passed away. But she gets really angry because when dementia, you don't know, stuff, but you don't know stuff. You forget, but you have to know that stuff. I don't know. But you get real angry towards the end, and she said that my grandma is getting that way already.
Jeff, you definitely take that seriously, because Jason and them, they got some bad storms the other day, and there's tornadoes went through. So most definitely keep
granddad.
Yes. So that we release a new video every 12 or every 24 hours on Facebook, and
Thank you, TC.
every 48 hours on YouTube.
Now that's what you call trouble, a red-headed German. I know. I hear that a lot, especially it's a joke within family, because,
Thank you so much for start watching us.
I've heard that Germans and, what do you call Irish people?
Irish.
Irish. I was going to say Irishinians, but anyways, they have tempers.
We're from Oklahoma.
Both sets. and or that heritage can. And I know people, it's kind of like animals. You're raised the way you are, and as a kid, I had a temper. I don't much anymore because I'm more like mellow. I don't know, but I used to have one of the worst tempers when I was younger.
So I never had a German Shepherd. I did have Harley was half German Shepherd and half Lab, but he favored more a Lab. I've never had a full blood German Shepherd.
It's already Wednesday in Georgia.
Oh wow, it must be 11 o'clock.
Oh, it's already 11.
Yeah, George is an hour ahead of us. Mom is 90 and she is at the end of her stage. Wow, 90 years old. Yes, that is sad. You know, I would have always thought, you know, I would have had my mom, you know, at least 50, 60. But like everybody always said, is, you're never guaranteed. But unfortunately, she was taken at the age of 42. And it's kind of scariest because I turned 40 this year. And it's just crazy.
Yeah, a lot of redheaded German, Irish have tempers until they learn to control it. That's me. I'm a redheaded Scottish lass. Woohoo, lots of fire, lots of fun. Exactly. Brandon, I'm curious if you're tribal or county sheriff. He is a county sheriff deputy.
He
works with tribal.
Tribal. I can enforce all tribal laws. I'm cross-deputized with them.
In Canada, we usually say First Nation, but it's the tone of voice, not the actual word used. Gotcha. My father's death, that is my blood, Irish, German, and a touch of English. My mom died at 59. I was 32. June 10th will be 29 years.
Well, thank you so much for watching. We greatly appreciate all your support. A lot of this we wouldn't be able to do without, everyone watching our videos and showing their support to our family and leaving comments. And that means so much to us. Even, we're trying to keep up with the comments. I've been, for the last 3 or 4 days, trying to go through and read all the comments on Facebook, and some of the answers I get to reply back to. But if you don't get a response back, like Jeff, I've always put hearts there, but I know that Jeff's always said very kind things to her family, and we greatly appreciate those. And from time to time, we do get caught up and on all of them, but probably the first 48 hours or 24 hours is when we really answer each comment on the new videos.
I guess our kids just don't have any luck. They just better control their tempers at a young age, because with my Irish and German and then your Indian side, they got a rude awakening.
Well, like she said, it's 11 o'clock, so we're going to get ready to sign off here. If you have any last questions before we get off here.
Barbara says, yes, my favorite farm fam. Love y'all. You all doing good. Love the videos. Williamsburg, Ohio.
That's awesome.
Is there an expiration date on backhoe? Thank you for answers.
On backhoe?
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing he left it out here and told us that whenever he needs it. Is that what he's talking about? Or
probably the Wag Bars. No, there's no or I'm sure there is.
Oh, yeah, because we didn't talk about the backhoe. So I guess.
Yeah, be sure to press the thumbs up button and all right, anything? Yeah, good night. All right, guys, thank y'all so much for watching. We greatly appreciate it, and
it was fun.
We'll have another video out tomorrow. So hope each and every one of y'all have a wonderful night. May God bless y'all.